Hello there again, young'uns. Grandpa Jedidiah here. Oh, pussy. And I'm gonna tell you, young'uns, another love story. Now, this woman and this man, they met each other in a restaurant where they only served beans, baked beans. What they had on the menu was only beans. Yes, only beans. Baked beans, green beans, pinto beans, lima beans, white navy beans, and sorry, I've been asleep there. Now, like I said, they met each other in a bean restaurant where they only served beans on the menu. And man, did they know how to fart. That's why they fell in love. Because they knew how to fart. Now, he come up to her. He said, "Baby, you're a fine-looking woman, and I'm declaring my love for you." He went up to her, and he said, "Here, to start, this is a love tap." And he put his head on her shoulder and went, yes, he belched on her. He belched on her. And she turned around to him and said,
"Honey, did you just now belch on my shoulder? Did you just now put your head on my shoulder and belch?"
and he said, "Yes, it did, yes, it did." And she went around his back and put her head on his shoulder and went, when you're in a bean restaurant, that is how you declare your love for someone. Well, they went home together that night, and they made sweet love to each other. And they were together for weeks at a time. They just couldn't get enough of each other's love. Every day, she would get behind him, put her head on his shoulder, and go, Then he would put his head on her shoulder and go. And twice a day, she would hug him from behind. And she'd put her body against his, and he'd do this. Yes, he'd fart on her. That was true love. They got married. They were together for a few years. They went back to that bean restaurant once a week. And then went home. After a few years, they got married to each other. And every morning, when he was eating beans for breakfast, she'd put her head on his shoulder. And you know what she'd do? She'd go, yes, she would. Then, after he ate his beans for breakfast, he'd put his head on her shoulder and go. And then twice a day, she'd hug him from behind, and he'd fart. Now that's true love. They'd do this every day. They'd make love every night. And after they made love, he would get in front of her and he'd mash on her belly. Yes, he would. He'd squash her. He would squish her belly like this. He'd squish her belly. And she'd go. Then she would squish his belly. And he'd go. They'd do that for years, every day, after they made love. They grew old together, and she was dying. On her deathbed, he said to her, "Honey, I've loved you since the first time I put my head on your shoulder and belched." And she said to him,
Honey, I've loved you since the first time I put my head on your shoulder and belched. Back in that bean restaurant. I remember I was having a baked bean sandwich. And you was having a big tall glass of cold bean juice. I'd love my life for you all these years, honey. Squeeze my belly one more time so I can part before I go.
And he did. He squeezed her belly. And she went.
I've been holding that part for 50 years for you. Goodbye, honey.
Then she died. And he died after he smelled her fart. It was love to the end. Goodbye. Like and subscribe.